Hi guys, welcome to Lucky 7 Mud Mowers. We have a 1977 Dodge camper. We are doing an overhead restore. We did the bottom. Well, I keep on saying we, but it's me. I did the bottom plate. That's yesterday. That was part 2 video. Part 3, I'm actually going to be working on the top half. See what there is for water damage up there. If the water damage is on the bottom, it has to be up top. So we're going to pull off this aluminum here. Of course, you see I took the windows out. And it looks like it was starting from this channel right here. There's like a rain guard that's a drip edge that goes underneath there, and it was leaking between there because I lifted up the aluminum. This actually looks like it's nice gauge, and underneath here you can't really see it, but it is nice and clean. But if you look over here, looks like there's water getting in there. So I'm going to take that stripping off and this aluminum, and then we're going to get some Luan, which is a very thin wood, and we're going to redo this over here. Then we're going to put the windows back in after we reseal everything. See how the water's damaged over here. So that's today's process. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the like, hit the share. Talk to you guys later. All right, everybody. Welcome to Lucky 7 Mud Mowers. We have a 1977 Dodge camper overhead replacement. As you see, I've been replacing a couple things. It doesn't look much. Looks like just two 2x4s, but there is a special cut that you have to try to figure out. This cut right here is actually a 30-degree angle. I had to cut that up, and we got the plywood for it. I'm gonna be placing that up there, and hopefully I could get this back together. At least the framing done today. We did get a whole bunch of stuff here. We got some. This is what I've been using. Some drywall screws. Hopefully that'll last another 10 to 15 years. We'll figure out. Got some silicone. Oh, my pipe tobacco. Of course, I'm going to need a lot more than this. I already used several tubes of it. That's what I have left. If I have to get more, I will. But yeah, it's coming along. I ended up buying some 2x2s. You're going to need those. I do have a pile of rough cut wood that I've been cutting to this length here for some of the framing. I've been also using some nail glue to join the wood together before I put it, screw it and stuff. So hopefully by the end of the day I should have at least the framing done, and it's kind of hard to keep everything straight. You have to use some shims to try to make it straight as possible for your metal framing. It has to be perfect. So trying my best. Working with something from 1977. It's coming along. Just to let everybody know, it does look like it's a piece of junk, but it is really nice inside. If you've seen some of my earlier videos, it does run. It does have a nice chassis on it with 16.5 dualies in the back. The engine is a 440. It's really, really quiet. So hopefully I could get this all back together, and I'm going to take the windows out once I get the deck and reseal the windows. I got some sealant for that too. So give me a thumbs up. Appreciate. Hit that subscribe button. You'll be able to watch some more updates. I also do live videos too. We'll talk to you later. Have a good day. Hey guys, how you doing? We have a 1977 Chrysler with a 440 Sportsman Cruise Air. It's an overcab restore. Very common on these. Last owner busted the skylight, the dome, and they put just a piece of plastic over it, and it just collected water throughout the maybe a year, 2 years, and had some water damage. Unfortunately, the interior is not that bad. It was the exterior. The water ran down the walls, saturated the bottom and the front plate here. So we took it all apart, and I'll have some pictures and stuff I will upload eventually. You guys are going to have to hit that subscribe button to follow through the rebuild here. This is the front plate, as you see how rotted it is. So I'm going to replace the front plate, which is this piece here underneath the windowsill, and the bottom board right here. So as I go, check it out, watch the videos, and I'll keep you updated progress as soon as I can. Have a good day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hello, everyone. Big change within a week. I told you I was episode number 4. We started out with 10 life. That progress of me being homeless, living in a tent. Now we have an RV. It's a 1977 Sportsman Cruise Air. I don't know what the Air is. I don't know much about RVs, besides engines, suspension, body, but what the components are. Apparently I got a lot of options in this thing, so I'm going to be going live and having people come up, probably explain to me what a few things are. Hopefully they'll come up in the panel as I show them. It's raining right now. I would love to take you and show you outside. But I did have a picture. I posted that in the headline there. If it stops raining, I will go outside. I'll show you what the condition looks like on the outside. I thought it had a 318. Apparently it doesn't have a 318. It has a 440 big block, big engine. What else? One of the hood vents up, the square hood vents up there, it was busted, and some water got inside between. They put a blue canvas on it, and the water just sagged into the blue canvas and damaged the roof a little bit. It's dry, so I did repair that vent, and so I'm gonna have to get some more white paint and paint in the, I don't know, the sleeping quarters area. We have Susan out there. Thank you for coming in. We got Mom and Dad. Roberts. I think that's Michelle Roberts, because she sent me an email regarding, she said hi and I didn't respond. I think that was after the fact. You watched it. I don't know if it was live. Susan, hello everyone. I got somebody in the chat. Let's see who this is. Mr. Breaks. Breaks, show your face. Gotcha. Thank you. So, like I said, if it stops raining, I will take you outside and show you a little bit outside. But this is basically what it looks like. I'll flip the camera around so everybody can see. I gotta go to settings. I think it was.
Unfun.
Yeah, it is. All right, here we go. All right, we will start with the living quarters, which is basic the sleeping quarters. I don't have a mattress. I still have my air mattress, so that's going to be good enough. This vent right here was busted, just a plastic piece, and they had a blue canvas in here, and it just overloaded with water, and it's seeped between the seal, and that's what happened. It is dry. I did put a little nail. I was told to put a little nail in there and see if it was tough or soft, and it is tough, so it wasn't that bad. It's just the paint that peeled. It's kind of a mess in the engine compartment area because I'm not driving it. So I got a few things there, which is not that bad. It's movable if I have to get in there and move the RV. I got a table here. She's in there somewhere. I got her a new cage.
There's a YouTube channel called Sleeper Dude 88. It's redoing a Dodge van mini RV like that. He's just putting a modern
Let me put some light on. Yeah.
putting a modern Dodge fuel injection engine in it.
Yeah. Well, we have the coffee pot. We do have a refrigerator. The old refrigerator that was in there ran by propane, and it was removed at certain times, so there was no refrigerator. I got a microwave. The entrance door. This goes to the pooper, which I'm using it for storage right now. But it's a full size pooper. It does have a sink there. The pooper's there, and a full size shower. This is a closet. It has more storage. We have the stove. I wish I was able to give more light. That's also ran by propane. It does work. Some more cupboards and stuff there. We have the sink here. And we got Miss Punky. She's loving it. She's home with me. So this here is this box here. I don't know if you really could see it. I think that's the converter for the solar panels. I'm not sure yet. But this is what it looks like. Compared to last week, I was in a tent. And these lights right here run off the battery. These lights here, they run off of the regular plug, which is plugged in to a power source. Let's change back here. Settings. I think that was camera. There we go. Lucky. Are you going to get your power and water? Well, I do have power. And my water, like I said, I really don't. I could get the water. Don't get me wrong. I just don't know enough how to hook it up or the procedures to be able to make sure the water tank is clean enough. It's all new to me. So I'm hoping I could be able to find somebody that's either local or somebody that's going to come up on the chat and help me out a little bit. There's a few things I have questions because I don't know what the hell it is, but it's not bad. I do have air conditioner, AC here. I had it on, but I turned it off because I didn't want it to interfere with my live. But Punky's liking it. She's still kind of curious about you being a little punk. She's still curious about Lucy. Lucy, she likes it. She's not in that plastic bed anymore. It's pretty much a castle for her. Glad to see you upgrade from you're safe and dry. Yes, I am. My original place, yes, it was. I felt safe there. That whole entire month that I was in the tent. It was privately owned land, and it was just didn't feel secure. I was kind of scared every time I did leave that I came back and something was going to be missing or somebody would have rampaged through my shit. But again, it was private land, so nobody really goes on it. And where I have my camper now, it's the same land, same person. So I do have utilities. I do have the option to hook up the water. Still have the bathroom facilities, still have the shower facilities. But it took, let's see, what's today? Today is Friday. I got the camper on Wednesday. That's the reason why I haven't been live, because I've been trying to get it down here. I finally got it here, and that's it. What are you working on there, Briggs?
Paperwork.
Oh, you said Dock 1 was open.
Yeah, I'm up. Now look, this is going on dock one my back haul.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull this one off and put it right next to it, and then put another empty on.
Oh, okay. You have 2 empties.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you'll have 3 when you empty this. So this is dock 2. I don't know, or the stage your initials. I'm just gonna seal. Just put on there, sealed next to building. See, it's gonna be right here, it's gonna be sealed and put right out here.
Yeah, so now I set up outside. I have a one of those pop-up tents. I still have to go up to the campground. I got to get my grill. I want to get my chairs this way I can sit outside too. Nice little spot they gave me to be able to set up. So we'll see if I could do a little fire pit too. Yeah, I'm glad Punky, she's loving it. She was actually able to come home tonight.
That's good.
Yep. Mom and Dad was able to keep her for a little while. I had to, take care of this place. It was a mess. I had boxes and going through everything, trying to set everything up and getting the stuff. What's good about this? I got all the original paperwork for this RV.
How's the roof?
The roof is mint. Like I said, the only thing is those square vents. One of the plastic pieces broke, and so the last owner, she put a blue canvas over it, and the blue canvas sagged a little bit, and it got water in, and it leaked between the seal and the paint. So it's not rotted. It's just the paint came off. The undercarriage is mint. It's a pretty decent camper, and it needs some tender love and care on resealing some of the sides, but it is solid. Somebody actually did a lot of work to this on the inside and outside.
You need, you ought to, put fluid film on it. You can laugh all you want. Fluid film prevents rust. And no, you say I ain't driving it. But if you fluid film it once.
Who said I'm not going to drive this?
In the wintertime.
Who said I'm not going to drive it in the winter?
Well, if you're going to drive in the winter, you most definitely should fluid film the bottom of it, inside the doors, underneath the rocker panels, inside the rocker panels, because that particular generation of American-built vehicles are rot boxes. When you expose them to salt, they rust terrible. If this lasted this long, but that doesn't mean it's not going to be driven in snow. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to have an everyday driver. This is not an everyday driver, but that's not going to stop me from driving it if I want to drive. You don't understand, though, Lucky. It's probably never been driven in snow. That's why it's lasted that long. But once you expose it to that, it's going to rust. Yes, Briggs. I ain't stupid. I know what you're talking about, but it's not going to rust in one season. I didn't say it would. Right, but the chassis is perfect mint condition. So I wish it wasn't raining. Then you get the freaking Rusty Jones. You got to undercoat it. Undercoating causes rust, Lucky. Okay. It does. I can show you videos where it causes rust. Okay. All right. I'm not gonna sit here and argue about friggin' rust on an RV that's not even rusted. Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm not saying if you just fluid film it. I'm not gonna fluid film it. It just washes off. You find other ways to be able to do it. It don't wash off. How's that? Why do you, Lucky? All I know is this: my truck's 28 years old and has no rust. It don't wash off. Well, your truck's nice too. What's that? I said your truck's nice too. Yeah, and that's all I'm trying to say is you wouldn't drive it that much. If you fluid filmed it once, it would never rust. It would never rust. It would prevent the rust from ever happening. That's why I'm trying to tell you. And it's very cheap to do. That's all I'm trying to say is keep it. I could get cases of that stuff. You can get what? I could get cases. Exactly. So if you can fluid film it and keep it from ever rusting, why not do it? Hell, for as long as you drive it in the snow, you did inside the rocker panels and cab corners, they would never rust. That's what I'm trying to tell you is that you got to keep them from rusting. I mean, that generation will rust. It ain't like your car. Your car is nothing. My car is plastic, Briggs. It's a Saturn. The body is not all plastic. No, the body is plastic. I could go out there and prove it to you. The floorboards are not plastic, Lucky. The unibody frame is not plastic. It's got a unibody construction underneath the underside. Right, the body panels are plastic, but not the underside. You didn't specify the bottom. You're saying the body. The body is the side panels and the rooftops. Yeah, and the doors ain't plastic either. Yeah, the doors are plastic. Plastic outside. Yeah, they are plastic. There is steel on that car. No, there's steel inside the doors, a frame. Then they put the plastic on the inside and outside. All Saturns have a plastic body. Yeah, but they still have a steel underlayment. I know how they're built. Edwin. That's one of the reasons why rust, not a biggie. The surface rust turns into big rust. When it comes to keeping vehicles from rusting, I'm an expert at it. I love how my truck is older than dirt and still has no rust. Well, it seems like it slowed down a little bit, maybe. It did. Surface rust don't take long to turn into big time rust. There you go. That's what it looks like on the outside. Yeah, and if you fluid film the inside of the fender wells and underneath and inside the rocker panels, shit, it never rusted. Or a couple, that generation, Dodges and Ford, Chevys, they were even Toyotas back then. They even exposing the salt one time and they start to rust. And yes, surface rust is a big deal, especially in the Northeast.
All right. Look to the knee. Whale wells are perfect.
Yep, that's a perfect candidate for fluid film. Give that, just shake up a can and throw it in there, and
Yep. Look at the rocker panels.
they don't rust from the outside in; they rust from the inside out.
Underneath the door.
Yeah, I see. There's surface rust there, but if you spray that fluid film, Lucky, it would never rust. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Prevent it before it happens.
But like, you can see like where they sealed it, and just did a cracking job. So I want to just go and reseal a little bit. Oh, got the key for this. I gotta go find that out. This hydro flame. I don't know what the hell this is. I guess this is the vent for the refrigerator. I'm not sure, but
That's a vent for the refrigerator in furnace.
this has one of those extended things. Little farm. So it actually came from New Mexico.
See, Lucky, the thing with that, you wouldn't have to do it every year, fluid film it every year, maybe once every 3 or 4 years. I mean,
So
I'm just talking
this-
do it
Yeah.
one time, and now's the best time to do it because the heat will make the fluid film soak into those seams. Oil coated metal won't rust.
So that's the hot water heater.
Yep.
And I could get keys. But it's tanks. Big for the propane. And that's the propane.
See, Lucky, that's 28 years old. I mean, it's got over 500,000 miles on it. That's what fluid film does.
It's exactly. I don't know if you see it.
That's all I'm trying to say. Prevent the rust before it starts. I mean, to some people, I mean, look at my door, solid. Rocker panel, solid.
$44,000 miles.
Yeah, 582,000. Look at tailgate. No rust on the bumper. In a New York truck to boot.
I don't know what. I didn't even open it. I know that's a gap. I can't see it.
What's a nice looking ride? Lucky's RV? Yeah, it is.
Apparently, I don't have what it is.
No, just got. I'm sure you got access panels though inside your
Oh, it's the holding tank. I'm looking in the vent now. That's the water tank. I guess there.
Yeah, most of the time the little one there is your furnace, usually. The little tiny vent that's about the size of a silver dollar. That's your furnace.
I got another set of keys. I gotta go in there see if I could get those keys.
The one's usually your furnace. Those small one that's got like a silver dollar size, that's your furnace vent. And the other one's your air intake for your furnace.
That up where I sit outside.
You can even ask your dad though, Lucky. He'd tell you that generation American cars were terrible on rust. Just give it the protection, not undercoating. Undercoating holds in moisture.
I got another here with it. Electrical and plumbing and heating. I guess that's the first time I did it. Manufacturer. It is national. The only thing I have to get the
What do you
ladder.
have to get?
The ladder.
Yeah.
I get a. I don't know what. Oh, that one. This one looks nice. I have the keys. Thanks, Brandon. I don't know what that little cracks.
It's nice. It's nice.
Yeah, it has a big engine. 440.
4.3.
40.
Oh.
All right. Turn this around again. There we go. What? There's Punky. What are you doing, huh? You want to say hi? What? Well, I don't know. I just wanted to do a quick live and show everyone the camper. There's not that many people that's in the chat. Let everybody know my progress.
Yeah, it's good you finally got something.
I was gonna grill. Get my grill on time. Kind of ran out of time, and Punky's over here, like all over me. She misses me. All right, guys. Quick, 27 minutes. Oh, my hair's a mess. Oh my god, long. I'm gonna probably cook some dinner. My next live, I think, will be sitting outside, and maybe I'll cook on the grill. We'll do something. Thank you very much, Breaks, for coming up. And if anyone has any questions or answers, feel free to join my next live. Hit that subscribe button.
So if your car's the Lucky Mobile, what is this one?
No
the
name.
Lucky Van?
Yeah. Rock and don't come.
All right. We'll talk to you guys later. Thank you. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to my RV life. I got a split screen over here showing what I did today. I'm hoping I'm not echoing because I got the other camera on the other side. If anybody could tell me if I have good audio or is it echo, we'll proceed with the live. So we have a 1977 Dodge Sportsman RV. It does need a little bit of work. The dome, as you see in that picture of the skylight, it was broke. The plastic dome busted. And the person that had it before put a blue canvas over it. They didn't cover the hole properly, so the blue canvas fell into the dome and filled up with water. And it got between the ceiling to the right hand side a little bit. If you notice, this was a little bit wet, but it's not that bad. It dropped down onto the bedding area, which was above the roof of the cab, and it pretty much just saturated the wood. I tried to dry it out a little bit, and it was too far gone, so I had to take it completely out. That's pretty much what I did today. The screen is far away. I don't have glasses. Marvin, how you doing? Jennifer, Michelle, what's going on? My mom and dad's in there. So we'll wait a little bit. The link is up top if anybody wants to come up in the chat. And hopefully we could have a little decent conversation. We're going to keep it strictly with RVs and general chat. I did post this on several different websites, RV Living, a few little things. We got Grandpa in there. How you doing, Grandpa?
Doing okay. How you doing?
Doing all right. Hey, do I have good audio? Because I got the other camera around.
I'm getting a little echo myself.
All right. I'm going to leave it up for another maybe a couple of seconds and I'll shut that one off. But I wanted to show you guys what I did to the sleeping quarters. I determined that the skylight was not sealed properly. And when they busted the dome, that goes over that, they just put the blue canvas and it soaked the floor. So I tore that all apart today, and hopefully tomorrow, if not Sunday, depending on the weather, I should be able to rebuild that area again.
I have
Sorry about that. Let's try this again. see if I can get some people back here. I pushed the wrong button. Gonna have to fix that. All right. Michelle, thank you for coming back. Oh, I gotta get my glasses. Oh, all right. All right. Thanks for coming back, Grandpa. Gonna have to change the settings and everything.
You'll leave the fucking buttons alone. How about that?
Well, I'm gonna have to make that one into a short video or something. I don't know.
You know, you got a small camper there. You don't need to have two different cameras.
Well, I was trying to show everybody what I did earlier.
So
That's why.
pick up your device that you're showing us, and fucking there you go, just like that.
Yeah, I know. What was it thinking?
You're trying to be fancy.
There's nothing fancy here. So, sleeper quarters is out of commission for a couple of days.
Which
I had
is
to
that the is
do a
that the
full
above? Is that the above the cab?
Yeah, that's above the cab area right there.
Don't you have another one?
Yeah, right here for sleeping.
Yeah,
Yeah, right here.
yeah.
That's the couch that opens up to the bed.
That's more comfortable, anyways.
Yeah, it's cushioned. I don't have to worry about the friggin' air mattress. I was gonna get a futon mattress for up top, but considering what I did, I might do a little redesigning.
Oh, I used to love croutons in my salad.
Yeah, and and I think I'm gonna extend these cupboards here, like one more over. I'm not sure.
Do whatever you want with it. Make it yours.
Yep. Haven't decided how I'm gonna do it yet. I might keep it the original. I don't know. Haven't decided yet.
Yeah, see, Juanita got it right away.
Croutons. Huh.
Yeah, I haven't been able to find my dogs all day long.
Where are they? Upstairs? Oh,
And
there's Luna. You got those pictures I sent you. I seen them. That was
yeah,
3 years ago that day I sent them. I was up there.
Mr. Jackson.
Yeah. So it
Mr.
looks like
Jackson.
I'm gonna have to reshare this stuff now.
Don't be pushing fucking buttons.
No, I'm not even on that part right there. I gotta reshare this because if not, I ain't gonna get nobody up there.
Hey, Marvin. Didn't get a chance to say hello to you before. Yeah, he did, Marvin. Give him hell. Trying to get all fancy on us here with two different cameras.
Be with you all in a minute. I had it all set up on like 5 other different camping groups and everything too. Well, there's always next time, right?
There you go. Let me share this on my Facebook. I got over 4,000 boxer friends.
Well, that would be awesome. Yeah, if anybody else wants to hit that share button, that would be awesome. That would be appreciated. Oh. Just show your face so I know it's you. All right, all set.
I'm in need of a haircut, but it is what it is.
That's all right. It's just sometimes, people come up without them, showing, and I don't know who it is. I don't want to get a streaker in here.
Oh yeah, I understand, man. There's some crazy people out there do some crazy shit. But
Like
I
me.
wanted to give you a 2 thumbs up on that the camper you got. I didn't catch. I missed your last live stream when you were talking about it. You said you thought it originally had a 318, but it's 440. If it's
Yep.
440, it's 727. I can't remember the number of the differential that's on the back of that. What kind of rear axle? But that's a bulletproof drivetrain.
Yeah, it's definitely a 440. They ran the VIN number, and also I found the owner's manual for this particular. Matter of fact, I'll grab it. It's in the front cab, and I got paperwork up the yin yang about this thing.
Yeah, they call that when it was built, it's called a cabin chassis. Then it was shipped to different companies to have the back end put on it. You know what I mean? That's a very highly desirable truck, and condition of it, as far as what I see in the pictures from the year, that's very nice shape because they didn't put a lot of rust prevention into them back then. So somebody sealed that truck up with something that's doing its job.
Well, the undercarriage is mint. There's absolutely nothing there. I have a brand new floor on top of that. And as I was doing my work today, I realized the roof itself is brand new as well. It's aluminum, which I could tell it's brand new because the sealant that's up there is only one layer of sealant. And when you scrape off that sealant, the aluminum itself looks shiny as hell compared to like the side. So somebody actually did a lot of work to the roof and the floor. The floor is, it's unbelievable. I think it's like a 1/2 inch plywood that's under here, or an inch doubled. Yeah, because it's doubled, 2 1/2 inch. And the only reason why I had to replace that is because the skylight, something happened to the plastic, the dome.
Yeah,
and
it broke.
All she did is take a blue canvas like this and just covered the top.
Right.
Well, it soaked, it got some water inside it, and it just had nowhere else to go, and it just flooded the sleeper area.
Yeah.
That ruined the bottom half. So the sides are fine. The roof is fine. It's just that bottom.
Well, I don't see that being a problem to fix. And that skylight should actually be pretty affordable.
Yeah, the skylight, I priced them there like $28 or something like that. So
yeah, I mean, I done work on. Well, I repaired RVs for several years. You know what I mean? And stuff like that is I know you can get pretty cheap.
Yep.
And hello, Marvin.
Oh, hello, Grandpa.
What'd you say? Lucky you got things up the yin yang. Perhaps you need an Emina. What, Jackson? What big
I see what he's talking about now. Yeah.
Yeah, see, like the skylight right there, it's covered with plastic now, but
Right.
it was wide open from the rain for all that time, and it just fell on the wood on the bottom and just soaked it. Right. Out of water.
Well, is the wood bad or is it just wet?
It was bad.
Okay.
Well,
just rip it out and replace it. It is what it is.
Well, it's a little bit messy here now, but
Hey, Diane, once that happens, it's best just to replace it.
Yeah, because once I reseal it, the dampness that's between the walls, it's not going to go nowhere.
Right.
Well, a lot of
Yeah.
that stuff is like 1/4 inch plywood, which is made with a bunch of chemicals, and once it gets wet, it starts to decompose.
Yeah.
Well, one thing you might want to do or consider doing is, get one of those propane heaters or, a diesel heater. You know what I'm talking about? And put it in there and let the whole camper heat up really hot to dry it out.
No, I have an AC here with the heater, but
Yeah.
it.
But what I'm saying is get it up to like 130 degrees in there and let it sit there for a while and let it dry out a lot of the stuff that's in there. That
Well,
gets
that's
your
the only
moisture out
wet
of your walls and stuff.
That's the only wet spot. Everything else is all sealed properly. Like there's no dampness anywhere.
Right.
Yeah,
And when I put my air mattress up there, it felt dry, but just seemed like every night when I went to bed, it just felt like kind of damp, And
Well,
so
that's the dampness that's actually in the vehicle itself.
maybe that was you lucky.
So what I did is I figured, I noticed between the cab and the wood, it started to like bow.
Right.
So I figured I could, find out why it was bowing. And as I unsealed, took the moldings off and the old silicone, I realized it was really wet. I mean, it was to a point where the aluminum and the glue they put on the wood,
Right.
it wasn't even sticking no more.
All right.
Yeah.
So I figured, okay, well, might as well, replace a little bit of wood, see what happened, see what it is.
Yeah.
And of course, it was just a little spot. It was that whole entire bottom half.
All right.
Yeah. Speaking of which, those heaters, Marvin, I've checked out quite a few of them on Amazon and eBay because I watch a lot of RV videos, and
Yeah.
they have some diesel ones that are pretty cheap and very efficient. And you vent them right through the bottom of the vehicle.
Yeah. Oh, as far as the diesel heater, yeah.
Oh, they have some amazing ones.
Well, yeah, those are little bitty tiny things, but they put out a lot of heat, and they actually recommend if you can find like an old radiator from like you grew up when you had in school.
Yep.
To hook that up to the exhaust, so you get all the heat out of the exhaust. That makes them supposedly very efficient.
Well, I did find another battery underneath like the coffee pot area. There's a little cubby there. Outside has an opening. I did find all the keys for all my locks around the RV.
Cool.
So I do have all the keys for it. And like I said, I found a battery tray with the battery in it from 2017. I think that goes to the charging system for the solar panels.
All right.
I'm not too sure. I really haven't figured that much out. But I did find another cupboard in the back of the RV that fits a small, tiny generator.
Okay.
And it has all the wires just sitting there with no generator. So once I get this taken care of by end of the week,
Right.
I think what I'm going to do is start concentrating on the wiring for the generator. Get that taken care of.
Well, you got solar panels, right? How many watts do you have?
There's a 30 amp that's in this trailer now. Well, not
30
trailer,
amp?
but
Anyway.
right.
I'm asking because I'm trying to figure out what you can run off of it, you know?
Well,
Uh,
right now I have the ceiling AC, and that was cranking all day.
Yeah. What? How many batteries are on that solar charging system? What are they?
It's only one battery.
Okay, only one battery. All right.
It's not like a huge panel. You know, it's probably about 3 feet by 4 feet.
Yeah. Well, you need to make a trip to Harbor Freight. You can get what is it, 150 watt solar panel from them for shit. Well, I'm trying to remember here. I think like $60.
Wow.
And they got that one little 2-stroke generator. I mean, it's $100.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I know you're tight on money, but you know, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know, something to
That'll
consider.
buy that or get
Yeah.
the money to buy a propane generator.
Well,
Uh,
that's
uh,
another thing.
propane.
The propane that's on here is already installed, like the bottle's already underneath.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's why I said a propane generator would be best.
yeah, but for me to have that filled, I have to have it like not registered but approved, like inspected.
Right.
And I'm not sure how to go on that. So I was wondering if I could be able to eliminate that setup and just have a propane bottle on the outside, you know, like a cooking propane. As far as like
Yeah.
the
How big a propane bottle do you have?
I could show it to you, but it's maybe 2 gas grill bottles together.
Okay.
Yeah, you can buy one of those brand new for less money. Believe it or not, you can buy one of those brand new for less money than would take to have them certified. Because to get them certified, yeah, they have to take it to where they fill the propane, at least around here. Then they inspect it. It can't have no rust on it. You got to paint it white. Then they go through and they engrave a year on it. And then once they pass inspection, you literally have to get re-inspected every single year. Or
Yeah,
they
but
won't
this
fill it.
is a part of the RV. It's not like a bottle that you can take out and have filled anywhere.
You can take them out. They're not permanent.
You would be better off going with, you know, the propane bottles like you use for your grill. You know, because if you got one of them and you take it in for exchange or refill and it's got rust on it, they don't give a damn.
Let me put my slippers on. I'll
Well,
show you
actually,
what-
they're only good for 10 years as well.
Yeah.
Everybody, that's law. They have to be re-inspected every 10 years.
Yep. But you know, as far as the grill bottles, I've seen times, you know, I have a friend give me one and it'd be covered with rust, and I'll take it in for, you know, an exchange, and they take it no problems, no question is asked.
Oh yeah, they'll take them in exchange. Yeah, that part. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But I got one of those big ones like I'm talking about. You can buy one of those, and they're reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. All right, might be a little bit of squeaking for a minute. Yeah.
So we'll just call you Squeaker.
All right.
But they're removable. Those propane bottles, they're not part of the RV. They have to be removable. It'd be illegal to sell them. It's like a gas tank. You have to be able to remove them.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can turn this around.
Using a second camera here.
Oh, Watch out, he's pushing them buttons again.
I was
You
just
thought
trying to
that's
see.
right.
So that's what that looks like.
Sorry, guys, but I gotta blow my nose.
Hey, Dinah blew her horn too, so I guess you can.
All right, so do you see this?
Yep.
Yep.
It says caution.
Yeah, that comes out. If you go underneath the RV, Lucky, those the
Says,
one I'm talking are underneath it. There's straps underneath, guarantee you.
1977.
They don't those things there's a bottle underneath with straps, guarantee it.
I'll guarantee that too from my time working on RVs. I didn't realize what he actually had. I thought he had would have been sitting in the back of the truck. This is underneath the truck.
Yeah, they're underneath, they're straps, and they're like a tank. They sell those tanks at Tractor Supply, like they're I don't know how much they are, but they're less than $100. And you literally you unstrap it, you put another one in, you're done. And they'll fill it for up to 10 years right on the RV.
All
I
right.
did that to my parents all.
So that tank is not strapped, it's actually bolted to the frame itself. That tank has brackets made around and is bolted to the frame.
That's what same idea. Straps, bracket, whatever. It's still they can be changed. Nothing's unique about it.
Well, I mean, you just need to get a replacement. You know, if it doesn't have the brackets, I'm sure you can figure out some way of mounting it.
Yeah.
I mean, I seen what you built on the old mud mower. You know, you've got ingenuity. It is what it is.
I'll take a welder to the tank.
No, you wouldn't want to do that.
You know,
Hi,
it's funny
Diane.
though. They come empty, so theoretically, he could actually make a bracket that not have to worry about with it.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right there. Yeah, I mean, if it comes empty, you know, from the factory, yeah, you could weld to it and be safe about it. You
And
know?
then have to.
I mean, I've had, you know, I'm an auto body technician, you know, and I've had friends of mine weld gas tanks while they're still in the car and not have no fires, you know, just by draining the fuel out. You know, it's kind of risky, but I've seen it done. It's, you know, it's capable.
Well, I know a guy that welded one once. He emptied it, rinsed it out with water about a zillion times, and then filled it full of sand, and then
Yeah.
welded it with the sand still inside the tank.
Yeah. I mean, I weld almost on a 2 or 3 daily basis. You know, what I've gotten into now, you know, I do all the new cars and stuff, is welding with silicon bronze. Has anybody ever welded with that before?
No.
No.
Now it's like $250 a roll, you know, for, you know, one of the big rolls of it. And it uses the same gas that you would use if you want to weld aluminum. But, you know, it's like the mechanic shop that's next door to me come over there, and, you know, his lifter hone, you know, it's got a little, you know, a swivel point in it, you know, and the swivel point had come off, you know, and it's aluminum and steel, you know, and he tried clamping it in the vise, and it wouldn't hold it good enough, you know. He said, "Man, how can I fix that?" I said, "Well, you want me to weld that?" He said, "What do you mean weld it? That's aluminum and steel. You know, if you got silicone bronze, you can weld aluminum and steel together. You know, the silicone bronze is, you know, these new cars, they actually have what's called boron steel in them, which is like really hard, a really strong structure. I mean, trust me, if you bend a part of it, you can't hammer it back straight. It's that strong of steel, and it's made for welding that, you know. But yeah, I mean, I could weld aluminum with it, like steel, cast iron, stainless, just about anything.
Yep.
But I mean, it's, you know, it's like, you know, before I welded his tool back together, you know, I told him, I said, well, you know, I got some test panels here, you know, I got boxes of them, little square sheets, you know. I said, well, this is steel, you know, that's aluminum. Let's see if they weld, you know. Sure enough, they welded very good.
Yeah, you. It's like now these body shops now, a lot of them are gluing the panels on. I had a buddy of mine that told me about that glue. He says that glue is hard. You glue that on, it's better than welding.
In some cases it is, in some cases it ain't. You know, I do some gluing. The panel bonds that I get, you know, I even get impact resistant panel bonds, which means if, you know, if it has an impact, you know what I mean, it's not going to separate. I mean,
No.
if you glue two pieces of metal together with it and you pull on it, you're going to tear the metal before you tear the glue, you know. But there's certain things that I don't glue with it. You know, if I got a wheelhouse, you know, around the, you know, where the wheel is, you know, I'll glue that. But you
Yeah.
know, if I'm in a door jam or something like that, you know, I'm going to weld that. You know,
A cab corner, I would glue a cab corner on.
Yeah, a cab corner, that wouldn't be that bad, because you got inner structure behind that. You
Yep.
know,
I mean, hell, my first time I redid the body on my truck cab corner, I was 16 years old. I ground it
Yeah.
down, fit it, and I did his redneck. I actually pop riveted it on with silicone behind it. And primed and painted it. You know the molding that they put down the old Chevy trucks?
yeah,
I put the molding there and you couldn't see the seam. And
Yeah.
we painted the truck. I put the molding back on. You couldn't even tell. That cab corner was on there for, God, I want to say 12, 13 years before it rotted again. And I did the same thing all over again. I actually painted the cab corner before I put it on, then put it on. And I wish I know about fluid film then like I do now, because fluid film is the best stuff in the world for preventing rust.
Well, one thing that, you know, I have to deal with is, you know, if I fix a car, you know, I'm State Farm Insurance. If I fix a car and it gets in a wreck and it doesn't crash properly, you know, they can come back after me. You know, so I got to dot my I's across the T's. You know what I'm saying? You heard about that multi-million-dollar lawsuit over that glued-on roof? Yeah, I don't want to get into that.
No, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Everything guy, how's it going?
You know, it's kind of like this. You know, I tell my boss, you know, if I'm going to fix something, I'm going to fix something that's good enough. I would be happy with it myself. You know, from my own self. You know, other than that, I'm not skipping no corners. You know, there's certain things I just don't do. You know.
Well, it's like these new some of these new cars, like or the rocker panels are actually glued on from the factory. That I don't like that.
So Diane in the chat, I just happened to see it. She happened to mention about mold. This is the whole purpose reason why I went ahead and did what I did, because I could have just resealed it and replaced the dome and hopefully it will dry out eventually, maybe within 10 years. But I figured, if I'm gonna end up staying here for a long time, because I have no intention of no other apartments. Why am I gonna go pay rent when I have an RV that I could put money into it and I can move it wherever I go, do whatever I want. So for now, I'm comfortable. Might as well put the money into the RV and do it the right way. Replace that bottom, and then I could reseal it. But besides that, I don't think there's any other major leaks in here besides that what I was doing.
Well, one thing I will say on RV sealant, it has to be, UV rated. So whatever sealant you end up using in the future, make sure you're good with that.
I have a tube. I bought one tube. It was $13.
Yeah.
It was at Home Depot, and it was specially for exterior around the windows, and it was RV rated and all that. So I do know that the caulking is a lot of money, and that's going to take a lot of money for that. But
Yeah.
there's a lot of seams I have to redo. So I resealed a couple areas, but I didn't put just a sealant on top of the old sealant. I actually took a heat gun and took the old top off. Then I got what they call that, the cleaner. It's I can't think of the name of it. Before you paint something, you wipe it down.
Tack rag.
Solvent.
Whatever it is.
Like DX 330.
So
wax and grease remover.
I did clean it, and I resealed some areas.
All right.
So
well, also let me tell you on this. You can go to Walmart. You can pick up a gallon of lacquer thinner.
That's what it is. Lacquer thinner. Sorry.
Yeah. All right. Lacquer thinner. That's perfect. Lacquer thinner cleans everything very good. A lot of the solvents leave an oily residue with it.
Yep. So I cleaned it with the lacquer thinner, and resealed it. And I was going to do this early this morning, but it just opened up a can of worms, and I couldn't see trying to repair a little section. So I said, you know what, hell with it. I might as well just do the whole entire floorboard, the sleeping area, and go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a guy on YouTube once that painted a car, that cleaned his car before he painted it. Instead of using a tack rag, he used WD-40. I'm thinking that paint's gonna peel off. And he said, well, he was painting it with Rust-Oleum, so it wouldn't matter. And about 6 months later, he made a video and says, all you that said that was gonna peel were right.
I got an old brake drum from a tractor trailer truck, and I made a nice little fire pit.
That's cool.
Yeah. I did post pictures on my Facebook with me actually tearing it all apart.
A tractor trailer brake drum makes an awesome fire pit.
A tractor trailer wheel makes an awesome fire pit. I mean, it's even bigger, but it does what it does.
Hey, if I want bigger, I'd go get a backhoe rim. We're gonna go man size.
Well, the fire pit I got is I'll put it this way, it's got a 4-foot grilling surface on it. So,
Yep.
Technically I can cook a small pig. What am I seeing?
The rotted wood. What I
All right. Yep.
tearing it apart.
Yeah, you're gonna have to change that.
Yep. You can see how wet it was.
Yeah.
That's when I started peeling it, and that's when I realized, I had to take it all apart.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
Yeah. But you are being careful with the sheet metal, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You should
can
be able
see
to
how
use
wet-
that. Right?
See how it was bubbling?
Yeah.
Hey, at least someone. I saw. I got the what's his name? Oh, Sleeper Dude 88. You ever seen that?
Looks kind of weird though.
Him and his family had an RV breakdown, and they ended up selling it, renting a car, and coming back home. But they sealed the roof of their RV with Flex Seal, and they started to leak like the next storm. And everyone's saying, "Why would you put Flex Seal on the roof of a car RV? That ain't going to stop rust. That stuff's a gimmick."
I heard Flex Seals actually works.
It
I
didn't work for them.
Too.
I mean, I've never tried to, have no experience with it.
It's not good for big gaps. It's good for like small, just sealing. You know.
Right.
They use that as roof coating. If I was going to do it, I'd use the stuff called Snow Seal. That's what I put on my parents' old RV. That stuff was awesome.
I've actually sealed a RV before. It was an office trailer with this silver stuff. You had to roll it on.
Yeah, what I'm talking is the same stuff. It's called Snow Seal. It goes on, it foams up like almost like great stuff, and it's called Snow Seal. It foams up and it settles down, and it's awesome. It's meant for RVs. The stuff you're talking about is good if it's not movable. It's meant for like a house that don't move, like you're driving down the road. The Snow Seal actually moves as you're driving down the road.
So, how many miles have you put on the camper so far?
None.
None. Okay.
It's still same spot.
All right. I know you said it runs. I mean, is it roadworthy yet, or does it you need to go through a few things, or
No.
what?
Actually, I have to get a car back or a truck battery for it,
All right.
but it will start up. I did drive it around in the parking lot over here. We have a fairly huge area to drive. The brakes are nice. I did pull off the wheels. The brakes are fine. They're a little rusty, the rotors, because it's been sitting around.
Right.
But it's nothing to worry about where I have to replace them.
That's got rotors
in the front.
Yeah, that van will definitely have disc brakes.
Yeah. And,
well, I didn't think they had rotors back then. I mean, a lot of them had drums.
Well, not on a commercial vehicle.
The rear is drums.
Wait a second. It don't matter if it's. What are you talking about? Not a commercial vehicle. I drive an 80,000-pound semi. They have drum brakes all the way around.
Well, there's a difference in there between those commercial vehicles.
Well, but they did have RVs, several RVs. Winnebago. My parents had a '77 Chevy Winnebago. They had drum brakes all the way around.
Okay. Well, they were late to get into it. You know, Dodge back then, when they built that cabin chassis, they done a good job.
Yeah.
Like I said, I wish I could remember the number of that, what that rear end in that truck is called. It's a very heavy duty.
It's a big ass pumpkin that's on there. I can tell you that.
Yeah. It's a big ass motherfucker.
Yep.
Sorry about the language.
I think that just the axles on it has to be at least maybe 5-6 inches wide. The shaft.
Yeah.
And the pumpkin, it seriously, it looks like a freaking truck pumpkin.
Yeah, it is a truck. I think I think it has probably about 2-inch axles inside of that differential. That's a pretty
Aaron,
hefty
that's
axle.
the same rear end that Dodge used to, or even Chevy if it was a Chevy. But either way, that's like the D450 or D350 van, or the Ram 350.
Let me go get the
Yeah.
owner's manual because it will probably say what the drivetrain is on it. So
Yeah, Dodge has built some really good stuff in the past. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a Dodge lover, but
I hate
when it
Dodge.
comes- well, yeah, I
But
got
I
2
like
Dodge
that.
Challengers, so
I
don't
like
hate me.
I like that generation of Dodge. The stuff they made the last 20 years is junk.
Yeah, well, yeah,
They're
but up
back.
until
They're
what they
doing
made the
back.
last few years is pretty fucking amazing.
I don't
Well,
know. I like Grandpa's old PT Cruiser. The stuff he was going through with that didn't
Yeah.
impress me.
all right, it says
well,
Class A motorhomes, Chrysler 440. ARA speed controls.
Those chickens are making me hungry for chicken and dumplings.
Oh, you could hear them.
Yep.
I got chickens here. I'm going to get rid of some of them if anybody's interested.
If you were out, where are you?
I'm down here in Georgia.
Damn it. I come out and make some chicken and dumplings in your front yard, right?
All right. But no, the problem I run into with chickens, I've got 16 chickens, 16 hens, 2 roosters, and 2 ducks. I get 15 to 20 eggs a day. And, my thought, because I live on a farm. There are 16.5 acres here. My thought was, because I had chickens before that, I would sell the eggs and make some money, but I got more eggs than I can sell, so I'm at the point now, I'm going to get rid of some chickens. I'm going to cut back to like 3 or 4 of them, because they've become an expense instead of, money coming in. Because at first, I was getting like, $80 a week, sales in eggs, and that was good. But, people don't buy eggs every week,
First time I ever looking at the owner's manual on here. And
Yeah.
there's a lot of things in here. It says the plumbing service.
A lot of mistake people make with RVs when they do work on the plumbing. They'll put in the regular PVC piping. Can't use PVC piping in an RV. You got to use the black.
Oh yeah, because otherwise it freezes up and breaks.
Nope.
No? Grandpa, you're being quiet. Well, I see why.
What's he doing? His puff pass?
No, he's over there eating.
Oh.
I'm back.
We missed you.
I'm working on a friggin' hotspot and it shut off on me. So,
All right.
anyways, like I said, this book, it shows everything right down to the wire diagrams of the charging system and the solar panels.
Really?
That's weird. I didn't think they had solar panels on RVs back then.
I didn't either. That means those are original?
No, the charging system, the charging for the external batteries. what do they call it?
Oh.
I just seen it. Where was it?
Be glad you got that.
Yeah. Electrical, 115-volt system, 12-volt system, 12-volt furnace, the power 12-volt battery, generator power plant, roof air conditioner, standard automotive air conditioner, 115-volt DC, 12-volt DC converter. And that's going to be 17.
Well, be glad you got a 12-volt heating system.
Yeah, really.
In the wintertime, you know, you got a 12-volt battery, you got heat.
Right there.
I think that's the
AC
first time,
system.
that's the longest I've ever seen Lucky's hair.
Yeah.
Kind of like my hair right now. That's way too long.
I guess I'm going to have to read this installation guide for a 2.7 AG septic RV electrical generator. Apparently we don't have that no more because it's not in there, but
Yeah, definitely need to read into that, figure out what kind of wires you need to connect to. I mean, if you're closer, I got this little Honda generator. This son of a bitch sits there and runs. You can't even stand next to it and hear it. Yeah, hell, I'd give it to you.
yeah. There is a generator that's in a shed over there, a small one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that's used for, but I gotta talk to the owner on that. Oh yeah. I even got this
Oh.
thing.
Tyler just gave us a warning. His road test is on Monday.
LP gas and LP gas tanks.
Okay.
So this is the first time actually reading everything over here.
Tyler gave us a good warning. His road test is on Monday, so we can avoid driving on the roads in upstate New York.
Tyler, why don't you come up, because you mentioned something about paneling or something? I'm not exactly sure. Thanks for sharing me out. My birthday is on Monday and my road test is too. Nice.
But hey, guys, hang on a minute. I got to get another bottle of vodka out of my car.
Okay.
It's Friday. I'm drinking. I'm sorry.
RV insurance card, 9/20/21.
You know what's funny? RV insurance is cheaper, is half of what a car is.
$1977 Chrysler Corporation emission control system. Change oil at 113,000, July 1979. Oh yeah, this probably would say that what's equipped. What a rare end, huh?
How do you like this Bluetooth speaker, Lucky?
Motor oil. That's cool.
Napa's got them for $5, discontinued.
Hello.
What's going on, guy?
Not much, man.
I don't know where it would say. Hard, like.
I have to up my insurance now when I drive an upstate, up further up near Albany area. this rookie driver is going to be driving. That's a scary thought. I might have to call the governor and that, and tell him to do extra caution to this guy.
What you doing, old lady?
The old bill of sales the bill of sales is exceeded on 9/15/2020 by the between party. Can't say the address, won't say the name.
Get me all
The
swapped.
buyer agrees to pay full amount of $600 in the from cash. They paid $600 for this.
Damn.
No kidding. Old bill of sales.
Yeah, but
Six-
Mr. Book said
600. Dodge truck 100 and 400s operated manual. Table of contents.
you know what about a pain one Lucky what I was talking about? It's
Handling or something. You're talking about something on that. What'd you say now?
yeah, it's this stuff for here. Hold on.
Yeah.
It's this stuff,
What
the
about
pain one? You can use that. You can
Okay,
take that you can take that metal off, and then replace that it's because it's cheap. The paint one is cheaper in wood.
the paneling? The interior of it is fine. All the walls are fine. Inside. The only thing that was rotted was where the mattress goes above the cab.
Yeah, you can use 1x6s and put the paint on up, and then replace it with paint
No,
on.
I'm gonna actually use 1/4-inch plywood
Yeah,
to make it nice and sturdy.
that's what Mr. Book said.
my
Sweet
fat ass
Sweepy
when I
Dude
go-
88.
I definitely probably gonna make a little ladder to get up there though.
Oh yeah.
Too bad you couldn't find like an old pool ladder for an in-ground pool.
I need to get a ladder for the back. That's the only thing that's missing.
That's what I mean. If you could get one of those, I've seen some of these pool ladders that go up like for the above ground that you climb up on and go down. It's like a step ladder, but it's not a step ladder. And but they're all aluminum. They're meant for water and that. Too bad you couldn't find something like that.
Yeah. Give some
I've
time.
actually got one of those.
This is actually all new for me. So, as I start getting into these RV groups, I'm sure there's local people around here that will have some extra parts hanging around, Or sometimes you can find these on Craigslist, free, come and get it, parting out or something. I'll ask if they have a ladder and buy a ladder for, $10-15 or something.
Well, I remember one special engine I got one time, and I found it online, and it was free. Come get it, and it was in an old Chevrolet camper. It was a 400 small block. I put that motor in a Camaro that I had, and of course I went to a 4-barrel, and I added more to it. But as far as what it cost me nothing. The camper was free. And I had to get rid of it, but the junk man was happy to take it. My biggest thing was just getting it out of that goddamn van, and it had a 400 turbo on the back of it. Wish I could find deals like that now.
Yep.
Yeah, RV down here for free.
Yeah. I mean, the van only had like 80,000 miles on it, but it was a typical, camper van that, got leaks and, it was one of the people I worked with, and he said, hell, just come get the damn thing. You can have it. I'm like, okay, I'll take it. But I put that in a 71 Camaro, and that was a very strong running Camaro,
Yeah.
It's amazing what
Turn my AC on. I want to know if you guys interfered with anything. Because I had it on earlier, but I turned it off.
I wish I
Well,
knew
I
you were
will
looking at RV. I had an old propane power generator I got rid of a year or so ago.
Is that interfering with it?
What's that?
The AC, could you hear it?
No.
No.
Oh, wow.
I barely hear something. One quick question. How much did you pay for the van?
I will not give that up.
All right. I understand. I respect that. It was affordable, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's all that matters.
Affordable with, don't have to worry about payments. How's that?
Oh, though you can't get no better than that.
No. Somebody upstairs was looking out for me. Put it that way.
Well, that's cool. I was kind of worried about you when I seen you went to living in a tent.
Exactly. Like I said.
Yeah.
Somebody was looking out for me.
Hey, living in a tent is not bad though. If you can hook electrical.
It looks. It's one of those things that it's.
It ain't a bad thing except for in the middle of January, February, March.
Oh yeah.
Well, that and living without a shitter. That's kind of tough.
So I think what I'm going to do is when I fix up top the sleeping area, I'm going to add like another plug outlet up there with the USB charging port.
Do you have a place to get rid of your gray water and black water?
It's underneath. I have 2 tanks underneath. It's underneath the bathroom area.
Yeah. I mean, your gray water, you can let that go anywhere. Black water, you're not supposed to.
Yeah. I don't have to worry about that. I have a regular bathroom. I use that bathroom for storage.
Yeah. No. And unless you're when we're in an actual RV park, yeah, I'd use it.
My internet is starting to slag out here because I'm on a hotspot. Let's see if I can be able to do it this way.
I have to leave because my phone's about to die.
I wish you could come down up to my town for a weekend and pay. It's like a pay to do those control arms.
Do the front control arms on the van need some work?
No, I told him before I'd pay him to do the upper lower control arms on my pickup.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm sorry. But I would say at least we got at least 3 smokers in here tonight.
Yeah, I quit smoking like I can't remember how long do you think it's been, Grandpa, that I quit? A year and a half, 2 years, something like that.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Well, it's been a while. I know it's been over a year.
Well, if you quit, I'm proud of you, dude. It's that's a tough demon to get past.
Actually, it wasn't. I went to hypnosis.
I've heard of people doing that.
I went home and I couldn't stand the smell. Oh, we got lucky, and the artificial intelligence lucky. That's what you need to change the part 1 to. Change the name to part 6. The artificial AIG lucky. That's funny.
I'm trying to. Could you guys hear me? Okay.
Yep.
I hear you good.
Trying to get rid of. The other one should go off soon.
What kind of upper lighting system do you have? Is that just like a big stream of white
No,
Christmas?
they're curtain lights. That's what they call. You usually hang them on a wall.
Yeah.
So I actually have them hooked up here and just stapled to the top. And
that
they're
looks
ran by
very
a
good.
little USB port.
And that looks good.
Yeah, it gives enough lighting too, where I don't have to have the RV lights on.
It looks like a portable titty bar.
Let's go shoe shopping, guys.
Lucky's Bar and Grill.
Yeah, so now I have that off. So I could.
Oh, here comes Jackson sneaking in behind Grandpa. Jackson.
What are you doing, homeboy?
So that's what. Put a canvas over it to keep it dry a little bit.
Yeah.
Looks weird though.
Yeah, it's just about the size of what that 78 Winnebago my parents had, 78 or 77 Chevy Winnebago.
That's my little campfire.
Nothing wrong with that. Looks like
Nope.
someplace I could cook a steak.
I got the grill for that too.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, this is what I was telling you. Has an exterior plug outlet, and then that's the battery tray.
That I'd change that outlet to a ground fault. That don't look like it's a ground fault.
No. What?
So the camper has an awning on the side of it?
No, it's a little pop up one I have.
All right.
Maybe down in the future I'll get one. But for now,
Those are actually kind of goddamn expensive. They're about $1,600.
yeah. But again, you can go on Marketplace. I see old campers all the time. Free, just come and get. So if I find a camper that says something like that, I'll just go and pick it up and grab the parts that I want off it, and then I'll grab the excavator and just friggin' crush it.
No, just call the junk man, let him come back and pay you for it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's the way to do that. There's so many scrap metal people out there. They're desperate.
Yeah. This is.
And if you got that propane tank replaced and made sure the furnace was good, even if it wasn't, you could hook up that propane tank and then get yourself a one of those vent-free heaters that they sell, you know, that turn off automatically on and off. Hell, you could cook yourself out of there with one of those propane-powered vent-free heaters.
I got it right there. I know.
Yeah, but you don't know if it works or not. I'm
Yeah,
saying,
of course it works. Everything does work. It's just it's been sitting around for a while, you know.
yeah, but you don't know if that heater works.
I'm
You
sure
tried
it does.
Well, if it
Ah.
doesn't work for like $100, you can get a diesel heater.
Well,
You know?
not for nothing, but if the AC is cranking, you know, why wouldn't the heater work?
Well, I'm
Because
gonna
they
agree with
usually-
you on that.
I don't agree with that because they don't use those that much, and they get dirt and bugs in that. They're not that big. I would say. I mean, you never know. It may not, but if it does work, hell, you could live in that just fine in the wintertime. Is that a pig?
Yeah.
That's pig and a duck.
Man, it looks like dinner. That,
Yep.
that ain't no pet pig. That's dinner. That's breakfast and dinner.
Yeah, that's
Look at
what I
that.
was thinking, breakfast and dinner.
You got look at that. The duck's trying to pick the pig's ass.
Yep.
There's even
Uh,
llamas here too. Goats, sheep, turtles.
The only suggestion I got for you, Lucky, if you ended up being in there over winter, get yourself one of those waterproof tarps and cover the roof with it, just to be safe. I mean, if you're not going nowhere, I'd cover that whole roof with a waterproof tarp and say, just man, that makes me hungry. I see bacon and eggs. Mm-mm. Bacon and duck. You take that, you get some duck eggs. If they're chicken eggs and duck eggs or whatever, and it has some bacon and eggs, and duck for dinner, and the next night you have ham for dinner.
To me, a duck egg does not taste no different than a chicken egg, or a
That's what I'm
goose
saying.
egg.
Whatever he can get some eggs and bacon, and there you go.
Yep.
And then ham, and then duck for dinner, and ham for sandwiches, and ham for the next month afterwards.
It'll be more than a month.
Have you ever seen Lucky eat a pound of bacon?
Well, that's true. And,
I mean, Lucky, if Lucky took that thing to a butcher shop and said, make it all bacon, and he got 100 pounds of bacon, he'd have it gone in a month.
No, that wouldn't surprise me. I mean, I've seen him eat honey buns. He had a big, love for them for a while. I'm like, damn, how do you eat those sweet motherfuckers?
Oh, I love honey buns, but they are sweet.
Yeah, he'd get the ones that are the extra sweet with the white frosting.
Teasing them.
I got
Like-
your brother right here, buddy. Right here, look, your brother.
Yeah. Show him the bacon and sing tomorrow, tomorrow.
Yeah.
I've actually thought about raising pigs here at my farm, but I'm afraid the neighbors would complain about the stink from them.
Actually, we got 2 of them here, and it's not that bad.
All right.
Do you live out in the country, Marvin?
Yes and no. It's like, I'm 5 minutes from Walmart. But yeah, am I actually, outside of city limits and what have you? Where I live at, it used to be a horse farm, so I've got a horse barn, my shop is like 26 by 36. There's a horse arena here, all kinds of stuff,
Well, if you're allowed to have them legally, I'd say fuck your neighbors.
Well, I can have anything I want here, because I'm outside the city limits. I'm zone commercial,
Believe it or not, like here where I'm at, there's places that like where I'm at, we have what's called the right to farm, because of this use. I could actually bring a horse in here, a cow, and everything. I ain't gonna do that, but I might if I want to. I could. I'm like with Grandpa. Fuck your neighbors.
Yeah. Well,
Exactly. Fuck the haters.
Here.
Get a couple of.
Don't get me wrong. It costs me everything I make every month to pay the bills.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
It does.
Oh, here,
man.
here you go, Lucky. Here's something that's not RV related. I was going to ask you. Now, neighbor up the street's got a tractor. He runs it 5 minutes. It shuts down. It sputters like it's running out of gas, but it ain't running out of gas. And then he lets it sit for 5 minutes and restarts. And I told him the first thing I check is the coil. And he said the shop told him the coil wouldn't do that. If
No,
got
it
hot.
sounds like a fuel problem. Therefore, if
It ain't a fuel problem.
Sounds like the fuel solenoid, the anti-backfire solenoid.
There is no fuel solenoid. It's a 1978 tractor. There's no
Right.
fuel solenoid.
All right, listen to me, Briggs. A fuel problem, if it's starving for fuel, the filter itself, you got the gases flowing through the system. So it's activating the shit that's inside that filter. So therefore, when that filter is moving around a lot with the shit that's in it, it's going to shut off because it's starving for gas. So check your fuel filters.
No, the spark dies. Because I've gone over there. It's getting fuel. The spark dies.
All right, so check your points.
A coil is not good and not bad later. It's either good or bad. If it has a wire going to the bottom of the carburetor, that's the anti-backfire.
There is no anti-backfire in 1978.
Okay. Well, yeah, there could be.
No, Briggs and Stratton didn't use anti-backfire in 1978 on their old flatheads.
All right.
Yeah, check the points. It's possible it's the heating up.
Yeah, but a coil can heat up too. But either way, it's got a modern. Someone change the coil to a modern electronic ignition coil, and that's why I was trying to explain to them that the electronic ignition part that on the coil could be bad.
Well, if they went to the electronic ignition, there's no coil in there.
Yes, there is. You don't eliminate the coil. They got electronic ignition coils, yes.
Let me think about this for a minute. Okay, you may be right.
All they did, because Terrell Fixes All even did a video how he took a coil and added the electronic ignition module to an old style coil.
Yeah.
Now they make coils with the electronic ignition built into them. And a coil is basically a lot of wires in it, but when they get hot, they can shut down. But because I've seen car coils do the same thing.
That's a Facebook group right there. If you're on Facebook, you go into your groups and you search groups. It's Homeless Tent Life. The name of the group is Homeless Tent Life. If anybody wants to check that out, feel free to join the group.
You know, to answer that question on that, actually, are you in Sprocket's garage? On Facebook, the group.
Am I? No, I was on all those mud ones. Briggs?
Yeah, Briggs.
I don't think he is.
Yeah, I'm here.
Briggs, go to Sprocket's Garage on Facebook and post that question. I guarantee you'll get a very good answer. Doc Sprocket most likely will respond.
No, that's what I'm saying. But on our thing, I told him he could need a valve job.
That is a possibility. Also could be loose valves. Yep. A lot of people don't realize loose valves on these these mowers really makes a huge difference on how they run.
Yep. Yeah, and I told him that. He said, "How do you do a valve job on an old flathead?" I says, "Very carefully. You take them on and off, get a feeler, take the spring out, take the feeler gauge out, and you grind them with a file or a grinder. I use a file. I just take it that way. You don't worry about taking off too much too fast."
Yep.
I said, I told him, if you take the head off and you can take 2 fingers and spin that valve, and the valve ain't seating right.
Yeah. Believe this or not, I actually have a valve grinding machine here at my shop. A friend of mine, his grandfather passed away, and I was asked to go, help him clean out, his grandfather's basement. My God, we found, flathead V8s, flathead 6-cylinders, train pistons. I got a brand new 4 horsepower Tecumseh motor in the box from 1946.
No, it's this way.
The stuff I got a set of wrenches that go up to like almost 3 inches. Snap-on brand. This man, he worked on trains and all kinds of shit.
Oh, I believe
got
it.
almost-
My
I got
grandpa
almost
worked
3
on the
inches.
railroad.
Grandpa, you take a ride on your bike lately?
It was a learning experience for me.
I
Grandpa, take a.
did day before yesterday. We've had rain.
Oh yeah. Supposed to be getting rain tonight and all day tomorrow. What's up, Bacon? He's looking right at me.
We got a dry weekend predicted here. I might go do some fishing tomorrow.
Sounds good.
I'm out of fish in my freezer. I need some more catfish.
I love me some catfish.
Oh, Bacon.
The last time I went catfishing, it's one of the local pay lakes here. But after I clean my fish, I'll weigh them. I got 24 pounds of fish.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good addition to your freezer.
Yeah, I don't like that. You pay in to have to fish. To me, that's bull crap. But it is.
Well,
what it is.
I pay $14, but if I got 24 pounds of fish, I think I'll come out on the upper hand.
Well, how do you take the skin off, Marvin?
With a pair of pliers.
Okay, well, I watched the guy on YouTube, and it's a very easy process. You fillet him like you would normally, right? You cut out a big fillet down through the backbone, and you leave just a little bit on the tail end. You flip that over, and you can take a fillet knife and go right down between the skin and the meat, and it comes right off.
But me personally, I like the fish with the bone cooked in it. It adds a little more flavor to me.
I don't.
As far
Okay.
as filleting them, if I get a big one, yeah, I'm gonna fillet that son of a bitch. You know what I mean? It's too much work to clean it.
Well, guys, it's been just about an hour and a half. I'm gonna end up calling it the night.
All right, Higgy.
What are you going to call it?
Bacon.
Bacon.
Can't go wrong with bacon.
I'm gonna have a pound of bacon.
Lucky out there in the backyard with a spigot up that pig's ass. Turn it around and around, and your friend there says, "Where'd my pig go?"
They got another one.
Oh,
They got another one.
the same place the duck went.
Yep. Yeah, the other one, the belly hits the ground.
Yeah,
I don't like ducks as much as I do chicken. They're a little greasy, but I'll eat one.
They got a llama too. Lots of them.
I'll just tell you guys, I got one chicken here that I had some chickens to lay some eggs. And I grabbed a couple of them out of there, and 2 of them hatched. But one of them, got mixed up with a heat light and got cooked you know. So I got one chicken, and that one chicken has only ever seen nobody but me, you know. And this chicken is just like the most friendly little chicken you would ever meet. You know, when I get off work and I come home, he comes running to the car. You know.
Why did the pig cross the farm to go into Lucky's pot?
Yep.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you all later. Grandpa, thank you for coming up. Mr. Briggs, Marvin, we'll talk to you later.
Later.
See Grandpa and Biggs. Yep. Have a great weekend, man.
Bye.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to part 4 of a 1977 Sportsman Air cruise. Overhead replacement. Apparently, it's on hold due to the weather. We haven't had some good weather to be able to reseal it and put some new glue on. So that's on hold. What I decided to work on today is going to be my door. Don't forget, you could follow me on Facebook as you can look for me on Facebook as Lucky Mud Mowers. That's Lucky. First name, last name is Mud, M-U-D, M-O-W-E-R-S. And don't forget to hit that like, hit the subscribe. So this door looks like it's seen some better days. It's been open probably a million times. Well neglected. The panels are starting to come apart. There's some busted wood inside there. It is very flimsy. The window looks like it's pretty much had it. So we're gonna work on this and see what we can do with this. It's coming apart here. Seems like it's all working. I do have the key for the lock, so I'm gonna get that, see if I can work with that. I'm gonna replace some busted wood that's in there. This is insulation. This is the styrofoam. I believe that's R5. I do have some more of that, so I'm going to be replacing that as well. So it's basically, I'm going to take this whole door apart and see what I can do with the door. So check me out on Facebook. Follow me on Facebook. Hit this subscribe here to keep up on what I'm doing with the RV. If you watch some of my live videos, you'll see the interior, which is really nice. It's been worked on. Don't mind the roosters in the back. I'm up before they are. I wake them up. So anyways, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, and I will be back with another video to show you the progress, what I've actually done with this door, if it's able to be repaired or I had to purchase another one. So we'll talk to you guys later. Happy 4th out there. What is everybody doing? Welcome to Lucky 7 Mud Mowers. We actually have our 1977 Dodge Sportsman Cruise Air. If you guys been watching all my YouTube videos, I've been actually updating and also doing overhead cab sleeper rebuild. I've been doing process on it a little bit. I haven't really done any videos of how to do it, but I've been posting a lot of pictures on my Facebook. You can look for me on Facebook, Lucky Mud Mowers without the 7, Lucky Mud Mowers. So this is what the progress is I was doing today. The framing is complete. I am putting aluminum back on. I'm going to show you a few things on this side here. That's what it looks like here. I had to replace all the corners. I didn't think I had to do any of them, but the upper panel of the window sill. I did that. The bottom wasn't that bad, so I left it. Basically, the whole front end is all brand new besides this board and this board. There's a few like around the windowsill on this side, but basically it's all brand new. I added a couple little rafters up here for a little more support. The only thing I have to do here before I put this aluminum on, I have some R5 insulation. I'm going to put that up there. And I already took the liberty to be able to do one side just to see how it is. And I think it came out pretty good. The window, I painted the aluminum black. I like that instead of having it a basic aluminum. So I think I'm going to do that to all my windows. I have to reseal all of them anyways, but that is sealed. I could seam up there. I got a little bit of tape here just to hold it while it dries. But that's my progress. So my next step, I'm going to do the same thing on this side to the driver's side. And my windows here, right here, basically what I did is I just taped them off and got some nice flat paint. It's Rust-Oleum, high temp. I happen to like it, and it was about $8 for this can. I've been using some nail glue and some silicone to be able to do everything on here. So I think my next update on here is when it's actually all complete with the trim. I'm not sure if I'm going to paint this trim black to match the windows. Haven't made that decision yet, but at least the windows I'm going to have done. All right, so make sure you guys hit that like, hit the share, and I've been watching a lot of videos with updates with the RVs and RV living, and I enjoy it. I still got a little more work to do on the RV. It does run really good. I got to get 2 batteries for it. I got to get a generator. A few little things I got to take care of, but yeah, it does work. So RV living, guys. I'll talk to you guys shortly. And don't forget to hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and check out my Facebook. All right, everybody, how you doing? This is an update on the RV that I've been redoing. This is 77 Dodge Sportsman Cruise. Apparently somebody was working on the water pipes and they got everything all hooked up, apparently. So the first time today, I decided to hook up the water line, and if you notice, there is one missing. That is to hook up your hose. And well, I hooked up the hose and let the water run in, and I got everything all wet down here. So I got to clean that all up. So the part of this update here I'm doing here is trying to find out if the water system works, which it does. The pump is working fine. It's a brand new pump down there. It looks like, you know, it's all hooked up okay. It does run, it does work. I was able to get a little bit of water in there by the right-hand tube. That looks like it's where you could fill it with like water jugs or water bottles somewhere if you don't have city water. I did follow it, and in the cubby hole is the holding tank. That piece right there is probably for the city water. The problem is, looks like somebody, there's a crack right here. There's a crack. Looks like somebody took a razor blade to it and went up, and it's cracked. I don't think it was intentionally. I'm not sure, but that is the update on the RV. And I got some JB weld. We're gonna JB weld it just to get it going, and hopefully by tomorrow I can fill it up with some water to find out if the rest of the plumbing is working. I know the sink in the bathroom is not hooked up because I did follow those wire hoses. The toilet does work, shower does work, kitchen sink does work. Yeah, we'll have more updates eventually. Talk to you guys later. Guys, hit that like, hit the subscribe. This is part 7 of the 1977 Sportsman Cruise. It's a Dodge with a 440. As you guys seen in earlier videos, I pretty much had this all taken apart and redid it all. I'm going to show you guys a few things that what I've done. As you see, the window is painted black. The frame on the inside, I'll show you inside. I painted that black. There's a reason why I did that. Worked on the lights. I put LEDs up there, the marker lights. Got that all taken care of. It's all properly resealed. It's not too bad for my first time ever doing this. That's what the side looks like. Underneath came pretty good. And I'm living in this thing full time, so it's kind of hard for me to actually do a lot of work. I had to do it in sequels a little bit of time, move things around and stuff. I'm gonna go blank on the camera for a minute, and then we'll go inside and show you what's going on inside. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit the like, and check out parts 1 through 7. All right, so the inside is still not complete. It is a lot of work for somebody that has to do it, and they don't know exactly what to do because they've never done it before. I think I did a pretty good job. So anyways, I still have a little bit more here I have to do. I left this out. I think I'm going to put a drawer or maybe another plug outlet. I haven't made a decision yet what I'm going to do with that piece right there. And same thing on this side. I still have to put some trim around here and along the side here. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I am going to do the rest of the ceiling and the sides with some type of wood. I'm not sure. I want to dress it up a little bit. But the reason why I painted that window is because it's not going to be sleeping quarters up here. I'm going to actually have it for storage. So I'm going to be building some shelving along this wall here. It's going to be basically same style what I have here. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. What I did is use a 1/4-inch plywood up top, 2x2s, got the 1-inch insulation, styrofoam, I think it's R5, and another plywood on the bottom, which is a 1/4-inch as well. Sandwich everything together, put the metal together, and yes, she does run. It's a mess. That's the reason why I really don't want to show too much inside. You guys can see some of my other live videos. You see it is a nice RV. Just the fact of under construction. So let me take you outside. I got something else to show you. Actually, we'll start from the back here. I did one video. I think it's part 4. I was working on the holding tank, and I can't really see. I'm gonna have to put a light on. All right, so this is where the holding tank was. I did take it out. It looks like it got wet back there from that hole, but it is dry. It is solid, but this is something I'm going to be working on eventually. I'm going to be tearing this closet apart and redoing this area over here. So that's the gas heater. That's my next project. Right now I'm working on the holding tank. Looks like somebody took a razor blade to it and sliced it open, so I had to take it out. And I'm actually, before I purchase another holding tank, I would like to see if I could get the plumbing working. As you see, it's all there. It's been replaced a while ago. So get that going, then I could be able to get a holding tank. This is what it looks like now after I did the JB weld. It wasn't cracked around the seam, but I figured I'll do that anyways. But it looks like they took a razor blade from this corner right here and just sliced it up. Hopefully by tomorrow I could be able to put that back in, hook it back up. But what I did notice, I don't know if you guys could see inside there, but it looks kind of nasty. I can't really see it, but so I'm going to wash that out. I'm not going to use it for drinking. It's just basically to wash my hands and flush the toilet. So going back to the top here. Yeah, I don't have the chats on, so I'll probably do another live eventually. Maybe I'll do a live when it gets darker tomorrow or something and see the running lights. But anyways, that's the update. Just finally back together. I got to do a little more silicone around the sides, you know, button it up. Then they have the sleeves that goes in the channel here. I have to order some. It looks similar to this one right here. Just hides the bolts and keeps everything nice and dry. So I guess that's it, guys. Hit the like, hit the share. I'll still be doing more updates on this RV. There's a few other things I would like to do a video on, but I think the next one will be part 8, and that will be the holding tank right there. After I put it back in, we'll do an update, let you know what's going on with that. But anyways, she does start, she does run, she does drive. Haven't figured out a name for her yet. Maybe in the comments below, you guys could suggest a name for he or she. I'm not deciding what I'm going to name it yet, but I know everybody has an RV out there with their name or a name. So hit the like, hit the subscribe, keep on following me. Talk to you guys later.